So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this occasion. It is a deep pleasure and a privilege to welcome you here today as my life story in business comes to full cycle. My name, as you know, is Tony Elumelu. I was born, raised, educated, and I've worked all my life in Africa. I am an entrepreneur and one who has enjoyed a lot of success in my chosen pursuits. You might say that I was made in Africa and that I made it in Africa. And that means so much to me. To be able to make it at home on a continent handicapped by narratives of hopelessness. The fact that entrepreneurs from humble beginnings, like myself, like Ayodeji Adewumi of Jobaman, who founded it at a very young age when he was a university student, like Monica Musonda, the CEO of Java Food in Zambia, like Stripe Masiwa of Econet in South Africa, and fact across Africa, does not only speak to the potential for success in our homeland, it gives hope to other budding African entrepreneurs, wherever they may be, that success is indeed possible on our continent. Over the last 20 years plus I've spent as a banker, I had the opportunity to meet hundreds of entrepreneurs like me all across Africa. Many of them young people with incredible dreams and business ideas and energy also, but without the experience or access to mentoring and support required in order to build a marketable business plan. Without these critical resources, these ideas often never make it out of the dream world and into the reality of African soil. I have also met entrepreneurs who are already running homegrown businesses and have deep insights into local consumer demand. They can spot unique opportunities in the market for specific products and services. They can tap into strong networks and often exhibit a burning drive to create innovative, often disruptive solutions to complex challenges. These are the people who can fuel our future, but who often lack the capital, the training, or the support to build a strong, small business to national or regional scale. I believe we can't afford to waste this talent, not in Africa. Demographic trends show that we need to create 10 million jobs a year. 10 million jobs to sustain Africa's young population, who can spell an economic boom or social disaster for all of us. Governments and big corporates alone cannot provide the number of jobs to engage millions of our young Africans enter the job market every year. But I believe that African entrepreneurs can and should. Entrepreneurship is how we make and take ownership and demonstrate leadership in our continent's affairs. It's not up to anyone but us, ourselves, to develop a continent. Entrepreneurship means you no longer have to wait to see who will give you a job, who can seize the opportunity to secure your future, and you can seize the opportunity to secure your future, and in the process create jobs and livelihoods for others as well. Entrepreneurship will allow our young people to take charge of their futures instead of letting the future happen to them. Entrepreneurship is how we become masters of our destiny and tackle the serious risk that poverty and mass unemployment goes to the stability of our societies and economies. There's nothing more important or urgent to ask for. And there's nothing more important or pressing to all of us as private sector leaders of the continent. I believe that in business, opportunity is a great equalizer. Some of us will never have made it, but for the opportunities we got. And I believe this holds true for many others. African entrepreneurs need opportunity in the form of mentorship, capital, and business ecosystem that favor their success. In other words, we need to institutionalize the luck or good fortune that I benefited from. And I say to my colleagues most time when we gist, I get the feeling, and not the feeling, I feel or believe that God will not forgive me if I did not institutionalize nor democratize the luck that I had access to in the early stage of my career. African entrepreneurs need opportunity in the form of mentorship. In other words, we must join hands as business leaders to help our young aspiring entrepreneurs to grow. This is why I invited you here today. My life has come, as I said, in a full circle, because today, the lucky entrepreneur I was at some point will today embark on the journey of giving back to the continent that has given so much to me, and doing it, if I may say so, at an unprecedented level. Through the Elumelu Entrepreneurship Programme, I am committing $100 million to support the next generation of African entrepreneurs. The next Dangotes, the next Mosepes, the next Jumias, the next Nandos, the next MTN, and of course the next UBAs. The program represents a decade-long commitment to support 10,000 African entrepreneurs and startups. The program is open to entrepreneurs from all 54 African countries. Over the next 10 years, our goal is to create 10,000 African-owned businesses, to generate 1,000 jobs, 1 million jobs through these 10,000 businesses, and to help contribute at least $10 billion to revenues across Africa through these businesses. The program will seek out and support the growth of African entrepreneurs in any sector or field. So the program is sector agnostic. It applies to everyone. We are building an ecosystem to identify and cross-pollinate grassroots innovation across Africa, sparking intra-African trade, and accelerating success. The program will also promote the role of African entrepreneurs within the global supply chain and put African innovators front and center on the global stage. This is far more than a funding initiative or networking opportunity. It is an act of faith in our entrepreneurs and our young people to transform our continent, to be the engine for the creation of economic and social wealth in line with the principles of African capitalism. Because business isn't just about money. Business is about vision, about values, about plans, about drive, about energy, about commitment, and above all, commitment and development. And my new dream is that at the end of this decade of entrepreneurship, as I predicted in the Economist piece, we will have laid the foundation for thousands of businesses to grow and flourish across the continent, creating new partnerships and trade routes both within Africa and internationally. This is how we will transform the lives of our people across Africa. This is the way we will transform our societies and economies. It is, ladies and gentlemen, up to us to play our own role. And to you, the media, you can help by sharing information on this opportunity to reach all the entrepreneurs amongst us. By helping to track the progress of entrepreneurs and celebrating them so they can be picked up. And by telling the stories of their business growth. And finally, holding us accountable for this promise of reaching 10,000 entrepreneurs in 10 years. I'd like to thank you and look forward to your questions. Thank you.